Okay, I will go over everything really quickly if possible. Don't mind this, I just listen to this whenever I can. So, first off, let's talk about the BF-109. The primary fighter aircraft for the Imperial Air Force. If we look over here, fuck the top speed. We're going to look at the minimum throttle instead. So the minimum throttle on the BF-109 is 40%, but the actual stall speed is 35%. But then again, all you need to know is that stay around 40% of throttle and you'll be fine. And just keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Anyway, so let's head directly into the clips, shall we? I will turn on the volume a bit so you can hear me. Recheck. And then we're going to move on to head on fuel. Don't do it good. Okay. Alright, so let's begin with the normal takeoff here. We both fly for around 5 to 6 seconds or so. I don't really mind. I don't really care. And then I use my free cam to just basically take a look if you're flying straight and you're not doing anything. But whenever you're trying to get into a dogfight with another, you should always try to use your free cam to know where they are moving towards. This is like one of the most essential things ever. Your free cam is one of the most important things, so make sure you use it well. And if you're still not used to the aircraft free cam, then you can simply just unequip the tool, and you can do that. So let's go on with yep, we start here. I stable myself out. You make a split S turn, and so right now we are moving at each other. We're not really moving on a direct head-on. You can see that you have the higher altitude, while I am here at the lower altitude, around 737 feet. So when we move forward, you can see how you start to pivot towards me. You try to put your nose on me. Well, I am heading like over at this direction. So what I was doing basically. So let's put up paint.net because I don't want to do a face reveal for now. So pretend that what? Okay, pretend that this is you, and this is me. Right now, we are heading parallel to each other. So, whenever you want to, if you want to hit me, oh, wait this a little bit, yep, better. So, if you want to hit me, then you're gonna have to move your nose down here. If I have to hit you, I'm gonna have to move my nose up here. But of course, since we're always moving, that means the more we move, the more you're gonna have to lead at your target. So say we extend a little bit, right here. You're going to have to pull a lot harder in order to hit me. So around here. And I also have to pull a lot harder to hit you. Around here. So what I do basically is whenever you get into a head-on fight, you're gonna have to predict what your enemy does next. So right over here, you can see that I attempt to keep a distance away from you. I know you're going to charge at me, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to drop down and stall. I'm going to drop down and stall. So when I stall, that means let me just keep moving. If I move forward and then I stall, how do I fucking and then I stall. That's good. And then I stall. While you're moving forward and you're trying to hit me. At this point, you've already overshot. The moment I stall, you already have overshot. You don't have enough time to pull down and try to hit me. So once we're done, you'll now be heading towards here, pulling down, while I flip over, lose some altitude, but then I'm pointing right at you. And on this occasion, you can see that you do overshoot. Take a look again. You overshoot. I don't know why you didn't put your nose on me, because this was a very risky maneuver that I did, because I'm doing it so close to you. And so, you overshoot. I stall. I try to predict where you are, because I've lost a lot of altitude here. I've lost a lot of altitude here, so presumably you are still around 15 degrees up. You are still 15 degrees higher than me. And so I have to turn my plane around to try to find you. And here's the point. Plane to find you. So at this corner here, I spot you right over here. And so here's the confirmation that I am on your back and you do not see me. I am on your back and you do not see me, so
I know that.
I use free cam to look around me, just in case if you are behind me and I mess something up.
So here's stall. Regain speed. I know that.
Right here. I know you're going to go behind me, so what I do is I stall again. I am pulling a tight turn, stalling, and then pushing my throttle up again to regain my to stabilize my altitude, and there we go, I'm right behind you. And gun to the guns. You're dead.
I know that you just.
On multiple occasions, you could have seen me, but if you don't choose to. I'm not trying to like insult you or anything, but another thing you have to keep aware of is you have to have a lot of how do I describe this? You have to have a lot of prediction, and you also have to have a lot of spatial awareness, because right around here, if you look right here, like imagine like from a POV, you should have seen me.
I know that you just.
Also on this occasion here,
Regain speed. I know that you just.
you should have seen me pass your wing,
You're right here.
but then you don't, and then I can get the kill on you, which is unfortunate. So let's move on to next clip. This is a 30-second dogfight. Don't be sad that you lose a dogfight. Actually, be happy that you lost, because then you have a lot to learn. You can try to find out what's your mistake, and you can try to improve from it. Then again, this time I'm going to try another approach. This time I'm going to head from a high altitude. What I do here now is then I lure you to go up, put your nose at me, and then I pull a stall here. Now, at this moment, I do not know if my stall worked or not. Because then again, whenever you try to stall, this is basically a gambling move. In order to have an effective stall, you want your opponent close to you. Not very close, not very far away, but just close to you. You want to have the opponent close to you, and so you can basically just switch positions very easily. But at this moment, I don't know if you're behind me or not. And so, I make the brutal mistake of pulling the stall too early. And that is what allows you to get some shots off me. By the time I pull another stall, it's already too late. You are already on me, so that's a good thing. I tried to do some maneuvers, so as to I tried to do some maneuvers as to throw your aim off. But then at this moment, when you decided to pull up, this was a very bad idea, because imagine, fuck it, I'm going to turn on my camera, but I'm gonna need something to cover my face so that I can explain this. Give me a moment. Okay. Video capture. Yeah, you should see me. Okay, so I'm going to put my camera over here. This shouldn't affect anything. Yeah. So I'll put my camera like full screen for now, so you can get what I'm saying. So at this moment, I am around here. So originally we were heading like this. We were heading like this. There's no significant advantage or whatsoever, but you did have an advantage at first because you spotted me more early, and so I took some hits. So once we were getting very close, you decide to do this. You decide to show your full underbelly towards my guns, which is in fact a very bad move. You should never expose your large hitbox towards an enemy. So let me just turn off my camera again and take off this guy's. At this moment, I am able to get guns kill. I'm able to get a lot of damage in. 432 damage. Right over here. I assume because you saw the ground coming, but I didn't, so I just kept on going. And over here, I am now on your six because of that one single move you did. You pulled up. This is also like a risk maneuver because again I do not know the ground's coming. So this is partially luck. And so at this moment, you could have pulled the stall here. This might be too close for stalls, and I would have still gotten guns on you, but you could have tried to pull a stall. So let's continue the clip. I am now on your 6. You could have tried to also stall here. I wouldn't have had the chance to react. You could have stalled here, and then you could have gone right behind me again. And you continue to try to fly around. You pull a stall right here, which is unfortunately too late. And then that's the end of the dogfight. Alright, let's go to the third one. Another 30 seconds. This time you are on my 6. So, right at the start, I reduce my throttle and I try to stall. I try to stall and try to get you to overshoot. You can see that it partially works. But thankfully your reactions are on par. So you react immediately and try to turn. At this moment. Let me see if I can. See if I can get the. At this moment. I think you just saw. Now, right here, you could have tried to get some guns on me. So this was a very bad move on me again because I stalled too early. This distance is not ideal. And then you overshoot. And now I try to reduce my throttle, reduce my turn radius, and there you go. Take a look at my throttle over here. I increase, and then I decrease. Now, I'm running 6. I'll try to get some guns in. I overshoot a little, and then I stall. Just so I can get into a better position on you again. And I shoot you some more times. And right over here, you react in time, which is very good. And manage to get a lot of damage in. And I do a little barrel roll coupled with yawing to the left to throw you off. And then right over here, same mistake. You show your fat ass to me. And you turn away from the engagement, which is a little bit unideal. And then try to pull a stall, I assume. And this allows me, this gives me a lot of opportunity to get guns on you. Let's watch that again. If you still continued with the head-on duel, then you could have won that engagement. Well, depending on your aim or so, and I don't really know about your aim specifically. So right over here, yep, this is the moment. This is the moment where you turn off the engagement, and then I shoot you. And I follow every single one of your movement. There we go. And that's basically it. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask me. I'll try to answer it. And if you wanted to go for some more practice rounds, I don't mind.